Warning, the following video contains strong language and adult content. You've been warned. What is going on, everybody out in YouTube land? This is Gibby here again, coming from beautiful Spring, Texas. When I say beautiful, because it's finally beautiful. It's been raining the past like 4 or 5 days, and it's supposed to actually rain later today and probably for the next 4 or 5 days as well. So trying to get my riding in this little like 3-hour break in the weather that there is. So yeah, definitely have missed riding, and you know, definitely been trying to get some content on my page here. You know, just starting out, and definitely want to keep a steady pace of videos going. You know, kind of try to get that subscriber base, and you know, try to grow the channel a little bit. Definitely appreciate all of you who have come in here at the very beginning of the channel. As I said, you know, on the last video, my first subscriber, Noxious Moto, guy puts out some really killer videos. Definitely go check him out. And another thing that he does that's great is he shares other videos of you know, small motovloggers to try to, you know, kind of get their channels out there and get everybody some you know, some following and everything like that. So it's definitely something that I really appreciate with him. Another new subscriber that I got, which I also subscribed to him and found him through Noxious Moto, was LuiLui Motovlogs. So definitely also go give him a look. He's a brand new rider, riding on a Ninja 300, I believe. But yeah, definitely go give him a look as well. God, I love those C7 Vets. They're just absolutely beautiful, beautiful machines. Anyways, so what I wanted to talk about here on this blog are just a couple little things. One thing I want to do is kind of put the word out there for any fellow riders who are in the, you know, kind of Houston area. Definitely, if you see this video and you're in the Houston area, definitely leave a comment down on the comments below, and you know, I'd love to, you know, meet some fellow moto enthusiasts, and you know, maybe meet up for some rides, stuff like that. Another thing that I wanted to post out there is, I know that pretty much anybody and everybody that has to do with motorcycles has seen the recent post by this guy named Clifford Gibson, who it looks like he's from Odessa, Texas. And I know you've probably seen it. I'll put a little clip. Up here, but about this guy saying that, you know, he doesn't need to watch out for motorcycles. You know, motorcycles are recreational vehicles, and if it's not, you know, Saturday or Sunday, screw you, I'm gonna run your ass up. That's, man, I have to wish that it's just a guy just trolling everybody, trying to get a reaction. But the sad thing is I think it probably isn't. I mean, there really are people out there that are that ignorant just because they ride a motorcycle during the week. What the hell is wrong with it? The reason I love riding my motorcycle, one, it's great, it's fun, gets me where I need to go, and also, gas is cheap as hell. So, you know, saying things like that, it's just absolutely ludicrous. And, you know, the thing is I really don't think, you know, people should even waste their breath on him. So, that's all he's going to get, is that little blip here on my channel. But yeah, so, like I said, the weather here in Houston has been pretty crappy. Man, you know, just since I just got this bike, you know, within the last month and stuff like that, you know, I put 1,130 miles on it, so, you know, I've been riding pretty regularly, and it really sucks going from, you know, riding almost every day to, man, sitting there and not being able to ride for like 4 or 5 days. That stuff sucks, and I know that any of you out there that ride, you know what I'm talking about. It's just like you're sitting there just watching the weather or looking outside, be like, oh man, is it nice enough to where I can ride? There's probably some times where I actually go and ride, and it's probably not nice enough to ride really safely, but you know, it is what it is. You know, I remember back in 2007 when I took my motorcycle safety course, and I mean, when I took my motorcycle safety course, I mean, that was my first time, you know, riding a street bike. You know, I'd ridden some, yeah, you better stay in your damn lane, that's all I got to say. Anyways, as I was saying, I'd ridden some dirt bikes and stuff like that before. Not a ton by any means, but, you know, I had ridden before. But yeah, that motorcycle safety course was the first time that I really rode. And, you know, it was funny that, you know, it's over a 2-day period. And the first day, you know, the practice day where you're learning everything, you know, it was actually really nice out. You know, it was hot, you know, because it was down in Texas and it was the middle of the frickin' summer, because I'm an idiot and so is my dad. But yeah, the practice day, you know, it was really, really nice out. And then sure enough, come testing day, pouring down rain. You know, all of us that were sitting there, you know, it's our first time, or, you know, we're new riders and stuff like that. You know, we're all freaking out. We're like, oh man, you know, you can't ride in the rain. That's crazy. Because, you know, that's what you're kind of, you know, taught, and you kind of think is, you know, you can't ride a motorcycle in the rain. And our instructor was like, hey, you know, I know y'all are nervous about this, but in all reality, this is one of the best things that can happen, is because you're able to ride in the rain in a, you know, controlled situation, but it shows you that you can do everything you need to do. You know, you can do these, you know, emergency braking situations and, you know, other things like that while it's raining. You know, it's not impossible. And, you know, after the day was over, I really agreed with what he had to say, because, you know, on that day, on the testing day, you know, on my emergency braking situation, I was on a, you know, bike that didn't have ABS, and, you know, I hit the brakes pretty hard and I locked them up a little bit, but I didn't panic, and I did exactly what I was supposed to do, is I let off the brake just a little bit, enough to where I could get, you know, I could stop from that skid. But I didn't, you know, there's a lot of people that, you know, when they start, you know, skidding like that, they just freak out and they either gun it with the gas, or they jam on the brake, or the, you know, something like that. They freak out, and that's when you lose it. That's when you know, you high side or you low side. And you know, when that happened, you know, I did exactly what I was supposed to do. Just kind of eased off the brake just a little bit, enough to stop the skid and regain control. And, you know, when that happened, you know, the instructor, you know, he pulled me over. He was like, man, that was an awesome job. You know, you did exactly what you're supposed to do. And I really do agree that that was a great thing for me to actually go and ride in the rain in a controlled situation, you know, especially for the first time. It was great that it was a controlled situation, but it showed me that, you know, I could ride. And, you know, there's been a couple times that I've been out, you know, riding and stuff like that, you know, weather comes in and, you know, here comes the rain and stuff like that, but I don't freak out because I've dealt with it before. I know that I can ride safely in the rain. You know, I mean, I don't necessarily want to go ride in the rain, but if it happens, I'm fine with it. So, you know, that's my 2 cents. You know, you can take it or leave it. You know, it is what it is. But so yeah, that's all I had to talk about for today. So that's where I'll leave y'all. But definitely like, comment, and subscribe, and appreciate everybody for checking me out and watching me grow. So anyways, I guess I will see y'all later.